guys, and welcome back to another video here with Angel B Designs. If you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you guys how to weed and layer this SVG file. This is a popular file that's going around, and I've gotten a lot of questions in my inbox on Facebook of people asking me what they're doing wrong. Like there's when either piecing it together, like layering it or weeding it, there's something that's going wrong, something that they're missing. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a video to show you guys how to weed it and how to layer it so that you get kind of like this flawless picture here. Okay, so let me start by showing you where I purchased it from. This is the Etsy shop that I purchased it from, the crafting spot. Here's the SVG right here. It's $2.50. This is where I purchased this SVG from. Okay. Okay, so then I uploaded, which one did I upload? So these two files, you're going to get a bunch of different files. I uploaded the BGM outside and the BGM inside. Okay, and it'll, when you hover over it, you see type, it says SVG document. So same with this one, SVG document. Once you get your file, okay, this is what it's going to look like. You're going to get all of these files. You have a silhouette document, PNG, JPEG, and then you have these Chrome HTML documents. Now I'm on a Dell computer. It may look different. I'm sorry, Windows computer. It may look different on a Mac. I'm not for sure. But you're going to want to upload this one, the BGM inside, the Chrome document, and then the BGM outside, the Chrome document. These are going to be your SVG files that you're going to want to input into Cricut Design Space. All right, so we got our tools. So now we've purchased our files, we've uploaded it to Cricut Design Space. Then it's going to upload just like this in two separate pieces. What I do to make sure if there's any pieces that are connected, I want them to cut as one piece. So I'm going to select this whole thing and then I clicked attach. So you're going to be able to click it like this. And then I just attach it so that if there's any pieces that are connected, it'll cut as one piece. Okay, same with this one. I've already attached it, but you just want to click it, press attach. So everything in here, if it's touching like right here, this C and this L, it's just going to cut as one piece. It makes it easier to weed because you see all these little small pieces there. It's already going to be a lot to weed out and it's going to be very tedious. So whatever can be whatever can be cut as one piece, like this right here, will be cut in one piece, and it just kind of makes it a little bit easier because it's already going to be a difficult process to weed this. Okay, so now I've attached both pieces. I'm going to go ahead and layer them on top of each other. You want the black to be on top of the yellow. Now you can change these colors. This is just how they upload. I'm going to be using white and glitter, pink glitter. So this is going to be white, and then this is going to be a pink glitter is what I'm going to be doing today. Okay, so you just want to make sure that this piece is on the bottom, this piece is on the top. Then you're going to go ahead and just kind of match it up as best you can. And my shirt is going to be, it's like a rosy color. It's kind of like this color, but not exactly. So maybe I can make this darker. Yeah, so this is kind of like the color of my shirt, and then I'm going to do pink glitter. Okay. So you just want to kind of match it up as best you can so that we can make sure it's the right size. Now, the way I knew if this was right or not, I lined it up and then get the PNG file. This is going to be the PNG file. This is what it looks like. So I just kind of put it side by side and I'm like, okay, this is how it's supposed to look. You see, it's not completely 100% matchy because there's still like a little bit of these white borders. So if I want to make it just a hair smaller, I can. And just kind of use the PNG, or you can use a JPEG file as a guideline as to how it should look. Okay, so we're just going to line it up as best we can. And I think that looks good right there. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight the whole thing. Now I'm going to be doing this on a large shirt, and I do want it to cover a pretty good amount. So I think I'm going to do 10.5 width on the shirt. I'm going to measure it before I actually cut this. And if I change this, I'll let you guys know. But I think I'm going to do 10.5. Okay. And then you're going to go, let me see if we're going to make it. Okay. It looks like my Cricut froze. Hold on 1 second. Cricut Design Space has froze on me. Hopefully. Okay. I am going to try to get this cut, and I will come back after my Cricut Design Space is no longer frozen. Okay, so I'm back and I'm unfrozen here. Now I do have my 2 separate images. They're gonna have to be cut on 2 separate mats, which is fine anyway, because this is gonna be a regular HTV and then the pink one is gonna be a glitter, and they have to be cut on different settings anyway. So you're just gonna go ahead and place it on your mat. Make sure that you mirror it. We are gonna be using HTV. It does have to be mirrored. And of course, my Cricut is moving so slow. I see what everybody was talking about. I haven't, like, I literally just updated my Cricut Design Space because I kind of didn't have a choice. It made me update it in order to log in. But I went as long as I could without updating it because everybody was complaining about the update and how slow it is and how terrible they hate the update. And I think that's why this is moving so slow. Then we're going to select continue. And like I said, I'm going to be using 12 by 24 Paper Studio mats for both of them. But this one, let me turn my machine on. But this one is going to be, the white is going to be a regular vinyl. And then this pink one is going to be the glitter. So they do have to be cut on 2 different settings. I do have the Cricut Explore Air 2. So this one is going to be cut on everyday iron on. And the pink one, which is going to be my glitter, is going to be cut on my glitter iron on. So it's going to be 2 different settings. So I'm going to go ahead and get both of these loaded and cut, and I will come back and we will weed it together. Okay, so I'm back here. I do have my white vinyl cut already. My glitter is currently in my machine cutting now. And then I'm just going to go ahead and show you kind of how to weed it. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. I'm not sure if the camera's gonna pick it up, but I did end up keeping it on 10.5. So as far as the size of, even though there's a lot of small pieces, they're not super small to where you can't see them. Like, yeah, I don't think the camera's gonna pick it up, but I can clearly see the small pieces where they are. And this is just a regular white, you know, regular white iron on. It's nothing special. I think this is the Cricut brand from I either got this from Atlanta Vinyl or Michaels. I can't remember which one. So the way that I just kind of weed is I try to weed it all in one big piece if I can, and I just kind of pull it, but slowly, so that I can see the pieces. Okay. And if it cut right, you should just be able to lift everything up. Just go slow with this, because like I said, there is a lot of smaller little tedious pieces, so it can get a little tricky. But just make sure you're going slow, you're taking your time, you're not like ripping the vinyl super fast. And everything should just kind of come up seamlessly, unless you're cutting this image smaller. But if this was smaller, it would be a little bit more harder. It would be a little harder to do. I wouldn't suggest cutting this if you're gonna do like smaller than maybe 9.5. I don't know, maybe do print and cut or something if you have to do it that small, because that's gonna be a lot to try to weed, honestly. And like I said, I'm just kind of taking my time, seeing where the pieces are, because you can clearly see the pieces. Not going too fast. And everything should come up pretty easily. Make sure you have a good weeding tool as well. It just makes your job so much easier if you have a decent weeding tool. And if you need like a reference, maybe weed next to your computer with your image pulled up, so you can, like, you don't accidentally reverse weed. Because I was seeing a lot of people were kind of weeding it in reverse. Take a look at your picture for reference. Like, pull up on your computer the PNG one, and or even look at the SVG. So in Cricut Design Space, if you're weeding out the one that's yellow, pull it up and weed it the way that it's shown on the picture, so that you don't accidentally reverse weed it. And the weeding tools that I'm using are from Cricut. And I did get them from Michaels. And what I'm doing now is just going through and making sure all of the pieces were pulled out. So like here, her nose, there's a small piece. I'm just gonna grab that one with my tweezers. There's a small piece here where her nose is. Just gonna pull that one out. And then up here, I'm gonna weed out my B. Okay. And then just kind of hold it up to the light. I have a ring light here, so it makes it pretty easy to see. Just hold it up to the light and see if you see any other cut pieces that maybe you missed or didn't weed out. Just double check your work. And I'm not seeing anything here. Okay. So here's our image weeded out. Okay. Let me lift this up so you can see better. Here's our image all weeded out. And I can tell that I weeded it properly because you can see her face. You see what I'm saying? You can see her eyes. You can see the image before I even put the glitter up. You can see it pretty well. Okay, so that's a good sign that you're on the right track. Okay, I'm going to do the exact same thing for my glitter, nothing different. So I'm going to go ahead and get that weeded out, and I will come back when I'm ready to press. Okay, so I'm back and I have my glitter weeded out as well, which again, you can pretty much see the image and how it's going to lay. If I hold it up against my shirt, you can see that it looks, you know, it looks correct. So same thing, the same exact technique I used to weed the white, I did the exact same thing with the glitter. When I was done, you just kind of hold it up to the light, and because this is big, you should be able to see like this small piece right here where her eye is. It's so small, but you can still see the cut line. So you should be able to weed that small piece out, okay? The only, like, it would get extremely difficult if you were weeding something, like I said, maybe smaller than 9 inches or so. But weeding something this big, it's pretty simple. Okay, and then what I do to make sure that my image is correct is I'm going to go ahead and lay my white piece down. And then I'm going to lay my pink glitter piece on top of it just to make sure it looks right. And it does. I don't want to stick it down because then it's going to be hard and I don't want my letters to come up. But I'm just kind of hovering over the white piece to make sure it looks right. It's lined up. I've weeded all the pieces I needed to weed out, and everything looks really good. Okay. All right, so my heat press is heating up, and I will come back when it is ready. All right, guys, so I'm back here. My heat press is pretty much all the way heated up. It's at 350 degrees for 30 seconds. I am using the 15 by 15 pull-out drawer signature heat press from Heat Press Nation. And then for my shirt, I'm using this kind of salmon colored, it's a Bella Canvas shirt. I got it from Michaels in the size large. So to find my middle, this is what I like to do. I like to fold it down the middle, put it on the press, and this just kind of also gives it 2 pre-presses just to make sure all the moisture is out. I do this for about 5 seconds. Okay, and then I lay it out. Now if you see that line, I got my middle, and then I take my lint roller and we're just going to go ahead and roll it. And then I'm going to pre-press it again for another couple of seconds. Maybe about 10 seconds. I just want to make sure that all the moisture is out of the shirt. Alright. Now our shirt is ready to go ahead and press. So you're going to take your white piece first. Okay? And then I kind of, so that I can line it up, I fold it down the middle. And I just line up the 2 creases. Okay, now you don't want to press this for the full 30 seconds. We just want to tack the white down enough, because we still have to press it again when we get our glitter on, and vinyl shrinks. Okay, so you don't want to press this for the full 30 seconds. We're going to do maybe 10 to 15 seconds. We just want to get the white tacked down so that we can go ahead and layer the glitter on top of it, and we don't want this vinyl to shrink too much. Okay, so it's been about 15 seconds. And the reason I'm not using any paper to cover it is because this transfer sheet is a cover. Alright, and I'm just pulling this slowly, because like I said, it's not fully adhered because we didn't do it for the full time. It's just kind of tacked down. So don't rip it up. Just pull it slowly. Okay. Now we have our white piece. Then you're going to take your glitter, and I kind of fold it in the middle like a taco, like this. I fold it in the middle like a taco, like this, and I'm going to unroll it like this when I lay it down. Okay, so I'm going to place this middle part. And we're just going to line it up. Okay. All right. And I'm gonna press it down to make sure it's on there. Now for this piece, I am gonna use a piece of craft paper because I do have some of my white. Actually, no, I'm not. You know what I'm gonna do? I don't want to waste any paper. I'm gonna take the transfer sheet from the white one, and I'm gonna place it on top like this. And that's going to cover this exposed white that's up here, any exposed white that's down here, so I don't have to use any craft paper and just use what I've already been using. Okay. Now we're gonna go ahead and press this for the full 30 seconds. All right, and I'll be back in 1 second. All right, so it has been the 30 seconds. Just gonna let it cool for 1 hot second, and then we'll go ahead and peel it up. That is so cute. So cute. Here, let me lift it up so I can show you guys. And there it is. I think that is so cute. The whole concept of the shirt is so pretty. Okay, now keep in mind you do want to do like so that you're able to kind of see it really well like this. Try to keep the words lighter than the image. Okay, put the darker color on the inside, the lighter color on the outside. It gives it more dimension, it gives it more contrast, and you're just able to kind of see the image better than if you put the darker color on the outside and the lighter color on the inside. Okay, but that is all I have for today's video, guys. Thanks so much for watching. If you have any questions, comments, and concerns, drop them down below. Any video ideas you want me to do, definitely drop those down below as well. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Bye.